No. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newest episode of Ben Passing the Target. I'm TC. He's the QB. Oh, he's off video today. And well, say hi, Mr. Quarterback.
Hi.
There you go. All right, so a lot happened this week in the indoor world. A lot. What do you want to start with?
NAL.
I know that, but I mean, like, which team?
I mean, there's news surrounding all of them. We'll go all the new expansion teams.
Okay, okay. But it's more specific than that.
Okay, Tampa Bay Tornadoes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Something. So yeah. So over the past week, 3 teams joined the NAL. The first of which being the local team to me, the Tampa Bay Tornadoes, not the Storm. So they're going to Tampa Bay, Florida, under the partnership of Alton Walker, John Amato, and Ken Nelson. As far as I know, they are not affiliated with National Sports Ventures. That's Rob Storm's group, which currently owns Tampa. Which currently owns Jacksonville, Orlando, Carolina, and another team they would be likely to be owning, but they haven't fully discussed it. And they're minority owners in I believe Columbus and Jersey. I believe it's what they are. Minority owners.
I didn't even know they had anything to do with them.
Yeah, they got a little bit to do. I think it's like 5-10%. It's something small, but I know they have a little bit of piece in Columbus.
Yeah.
And I know there's some other team that I think. Oh gosh, I don't think it was Jersey. Maybe it was Jersey. I don't know. But yeah, they own it. So yeah, now they own it. So Tampa Bay or Jacksonville and Orlando are all back in the same league. Although 2 of them are not the same. One of them's dressing up as the same, but they're not the actual same. And the other is, of course, this AAL team. No offense to the AAL, but they're not the same as the AFL. Yeah, I love you, Big T. I'm glad you came in the interview, but they're not the same as the AFL. At least the one that was around back on like NBC and all that, back before you were even born, and back when I was still, in diapers and stuff. When I was like 5.
Old head.
Yeah.
Old head.
I'm an old head. Compared to you, mere child. Yeah, Tampa Bay is the first new team. They were the second one announced, as although the NFL has not currently posted their logo. Let me print it. It is the Louisville Extreme with the second team they announced. Here we are, Louisville Extreme. Here,
you didn't pronounce it right. You have to pronounce it as Extreme.
Oh, right, the Louisville Extreme.
There you go.
Much better. Oh crap! Give me a second. I'm gonna find my mic. Oh, here it is. I know my audio sounded like poop already. Now for my audio to be completely unsoundable. Oh boy. And let me put the mic in halfway into recording. That's professional. So yeah, the Louisville Extreme have also joined up. Alongside Tampa Bay, Jacksonville, and another team, which has quite the interesting history behind it. That other team, of course, is let me go to NAL. The Baltimore Lightning. That's this team right here with a little green lightning symbol. And by the way, who's that other team they're playing? A random semi-pro team, just called the Baltimore Hurricanes, with their logo being referenced to the Miami Hurricanes class, the U. It's that.
Of course.
I mean, and the Baltimore Lightning owner, if I remember correctly here, I think it's. Let me move my thing out of the way. Move. There we are. I'm trying to scroll. I think it was something like the Baltimore Lightning owner, because we were talking the Baltimore Lightning owner. He was supposed, I believe. Oh gosh, I remember what it was. Type it in. I know something. I think he got arrested in Texas, or is wanted in Texas for car theft. And at the same time, he was trying to get a team. To get some time, they were trying to get a team in San Antonio for the indoor league as the San Antonio Brigade.
We should start a segment like the Chronicles of lower tier indoor football or something.
I like that.
Just because there's so much to unpack, always.
I mean, completely always. And I guess that's sort of the next. I guess we'll jump back to the NAL in a little bit, which I know you're much more of an expert at than I am. But
yeah.
But San Antonio, not only going to get a team, and also, if I remember correctly, San Antonio is also rumored as far back as 2017 by yours truly, partly making jokes and such, to get the brigade. Why I thought San Antonio would? They were the weakest among the 4 teams that were there in 2018. Among the 5 teams there in 2018, San Antonio the brigade were the weakest in terms of the money. They were the Leonsis' second team. Columbus, Cleveland was still around. Tampa was still around. They only had one owner. Jaws owned Philly. Washington was owned by Leonsis, and then Leonsis kind of threw Baltimore at the last minute once a bunch of other teams left. So I said, hey, Baltimore going to San Antonio because of Scott Butera, the previous football commissioner, promised to have 3 teams in Texas and Mexico as part of a Univision deal. Obviously, those teams never happened.
Would have been nice.
Yeah, would have been. Definitely. Univision Deportes is one of the very few ways I actually saw the 2017 Storm on regular television.
Yeah.
Probably the only time I think Univision Deportes has ever had an American football game other than the Super Bowl. By the way, Univision Deportes if it's not obvious enough, is the Spanish language sports channel. Yeah, that's not the ESPN.
I thought it was ESPN 8 the Ocho.
No, 8 the Ocho is that's the Portuguese channel.
Oh.
Yeah, the Ocho is the Portuguese one. Jeez, Ben, it's like you haven't been eating your chairs this week.
Sorry. Happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it does. Definitely does. Well, the other let me say that for a little bit later. So we'll head back to the NAL because this bizarre ownership group. The NAL now has 9 teams.
Yes.
Which is the most in league history. But there's a caveat. How many of those teams do you consider IFL level?
IFL level? Let's
among
see.
the 9 current teams, which I'll read out to you, and you just say yes or no. At least IFL level.
Okay.
And we're talking like Cedar Rapids River Kings, like borderline bottom tier IFL, at least that level.
Okay. All right.
Jacksonville Sharks, are they at least that good?
Yes.
West Virginia Rough Riders.
Yes.
That's 2. Carolina Cobras.
Yes.
Jersey Flight.
No.
Okay. Columbus Lions.
Yes.
Okay. What are those? 5. Yeah. The new Orlando Predators.
Yes.
Okay. 6-5-1. Tampa Bay Tornadoes.
No.
Louisville Extreme.
No.
Baltimore Lightning.
No.
So now I'm going to go back to the 2017 Arena League. So among those teams, we have 5. Let me get my word file for those of y'all watching the video.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have in the Yes IFL. We have the Jacksonville Sharks, Carolina Cobras, West Virginia Rough Riders, Columbus Lions, and the New Orleans Predators. Again, this isn't like, we're not talking like Rattlers IFL or Sioux Falls Storm IFL. We're talking bare minimum Cedar Rapids River Kings, Bismarck Bucks, barely enough to get in, little to no fans, just that minimum level of an IFL team.
Yeah.
And then the no category. So not even the Cedar Rapids level. We got, of course, Tampa Bay Tornadoes, Baltimore Lightning. I can't spell today.
Yeah.
Light. By the way, I'm typing up on a Word document. Ben can't see. I don't know if he can. Yeah, I don't think Ben can see the Word document.
Yeah, I can't see it.
Flight, and of course the 1, 2, 3. No. Yes. And of course, as I just said, Louisville Extreme. So among the five yes teams, what do they all have in common? Jacksonville, Carolina, West Virginia, Columbus, and Orlando.
They existed before this year.
Yes, that's a very good. They existed before this year, and have actually played a game of indoor football.
Yeah,
at an acceptable level, a single game. Like the Predators we're talking about. This team, like I got swept by the New York streets.
Mm-hmm.
They're better than the. They're better.
I mean, they did beat the Cobras.
They did.
And the Lions.
They did beat the Cobras and the Lions. They did beat the Cobras and the Lions. They beat the. I mean, that was the Cobras with all the Spokane players, no less.
Yeah.
I mean, with the Pirates gone, there's three. So, beginning of the season, there's 7 teams. Now there's no Pirates. Yes, Baltimore, Tampa Bay, and Louisville. No, that's just not. That's not equal comparison. I mean, I think we can agree. Massachusetts Pirates are far and away well above anything the Tampa Bay Tornadoes, Baltimore Lightning, or Louisville Extreme could offer.
Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
And in fact, I think something even more damning about the Baltimore Lightning. And so going back to what I showed you the first time when you're on the Discord page. Went to the NAL, we scrolled all the way down, and we saw Baltimore Lightning versus Miami U. Versus the two hands doing the Miami, like the U for the Miami, Florida Hurricanes. That's an outdoor team. Both of them are outdoor teams.
That is rough.
You know another outdoor team?
I know a lot of outdoor teams, but
in NAL, the Tampa Bay Tigers, the recolored Bengals logo.
Yes.
The one I made a 5-minute video on, just laughing at their laziness, and how funny it was. The Bird Defenders were going to play the same. We're going to play a team that was going to play the Oakland Panthers the next week.
So you're saying the Tigers should join the NAL?
Absolutely, the Tampa Bay Tigers should join the NAL. At least the Tigers would get back to me when I call them 9 times, even if it was on a Saturday, the day of a game. A supposed game. Did not happen. Yep. Tampa Bay Tigers. Yeah.
So are we going to talk about the rumored expansion team coming into the NAL?
You cut out a little bit. You said rumored expansion teams to the NAL?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Do you think we should talk about the rumored NAL expansion team?
Absolutely. Go ahead. What is?
If anyone remembers, one of the better teams in the most recent AFL, the Albany Empire.
Yep.
It is not confirmed yet, not announced. However, there are reports saying the Albany Empire will join the NAL in 2021.
Well, we don't even know if it's the Empire yet, but yes, the Albany Empire, the same one owned by Ron Jaworski. They just won a championship game on ESPN2 about a year ago. Same cities. They were open. They had a beautiful video made by Ben Fontanelli. They had they had Joe Hills on it, Tommy Grady. An actual Arena Football League team.
Yeah. So we might get a legit actual franchise coming to the NAL.
No.
And I mean, it won't be owned by the original ownership group from the AFL.
Exactly. And when that phrase came up, who is also an original owner of the AFL, from the AFL bend to the NAL?
Mm-hmm.
You know who I'm talking about. He went from the NAL.
I know exactly.
Say his name with me on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ben.
I don't wanna say his name.
Sorry about this. I'll start it up. I'll say the first part. You say the second part. I miss.
There's a lot of things I miss, and you miss. You miss the Tampa Bay Storm.
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna avoid this.
Don't make me say it. Don't make me say it for you.
I'll let you say it for me. I don't want to say it.
Fine. You miss Jeff Bushi.
I do.
The second Jeff Bushi left the Sharks, what happened to the NAL?
Went to poo.
Yeah. Or at the very least, its ambition went to poo. I know it's kind of ironic talking about a league that's about to add 4 teams in one offseason. But these teams are adding, with the exception of Albany, are not high-quality teams like Carolina, Maine, and Massachusetts were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, agreed. Sad. Sorry to bring up those bad memories for you, but I kind of had to. Albany's not going to be the same franchise, if they even come back at all with the Empire branding. I mean, because the other branding that what's the other branding everyone knows for Albany?
Firebirds.
However, the Albany Firebirds. However, that branding is owned by Jerry Kurtz, former commissioner of the Arena Football League, and if I remember correctly, he's currently a member of I think he's currently within the IFL's organization.
I believe so.
So, and the IFL as well was considering going to Albany.
Yeah.
So if anyone's gonna get Albany, we could have an Albany two-way war between the league going slow and steady, or the league going head fast as soon as possible.
Yeah, I mean, like, what if they instead used the old AF2 team?
Oh, the Albany Conquest.
Yes.
Also owned by Jerry Kurtz. Kurtz owns all AFL2 properties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But that is a good idea. That absolutely is a good idea. I mean, hey, the only surviving original AF2 team, the only surviving consecutive AF2 team. Actually, technically the second longest consecutive team in. Wait. Yes.
Hey, what's the other one? Because I know the Green Bay Blizzard are one, but what's the other? The Iowa Barnstormers.
Yeah, they're the Iowa Barnstormers. I was gonna say consecutive, like not counting the AF2, but then you can add in Sioux Falls and Sioux City. By the way, the CIS still hasn't updated their website, but
when do they ever?
Yeah, when do they ever? I checked it today. There's no point in going. It's the same thing it was last time. Please come back later. We have big plans. So and then with the homepage or being scrolled down, you see that hey, we canceled the season because COVID.
Of course.
So that's the NAL's in real trouble. I think we can agree these moves are desperation at best.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was looking forward to Tampa Bay Tornadoes, but I'll admit, even though they have Stevie Thomas as head coach, they're not the Tampa Bay Storm.
Absolutely
not. I think we went over this on a previous podcast, or maybe it was something I posted. We just kind of posted, but they stole their logo from a team called the Quad City Storm, which is a hockey team.
Yep.
I mean,
definitely not exactly what you would want.
No. To use it, you know what? It qualifies. Does it qualify as a bra moment?
I think it qualifies as a certified bra moment.
Certified bra. The NAL. You know what? I'm not gonna go that. I'm not gonna go that far. But the NAL is definitely struggling. Actually, no. I think I will. All right. I think this is.
Go ahead.
You'll see it. NAL right now.
Oh, jeez. Is that a Ford Pinto?
Yep. The NAL is having a Ford Pinto moment.
It sure is. Sure is.
But yeah, again, you have one league just digging through the barrel of the minor league football world to scrounge around for teams. Anybody willing to join? The IFL, on the
Yeah.
other hand, is making big, snazzy announcements.
Yeah, from the Columbus Zoo.
They have a destination. They actually had a backdrop, and they also have uniforms, no less. The Columbus Zoo and the Columbus Wild Dogs.
Yeah. We even saw the giraffes on the live stream.
The Columbus Wild Dog with giraffe in the live stream. A helmet that looks exactly like Yukon, and uniforms so 90s. I can't wait to see them.
I hate their uniforms. I hate them.
I love them. I absolutely adore the 90s uniforms.
What if they pull a San Diego Strike Force and their uniforms look nothing like what they had at their press conference?
That is.
You remember that?
I sort of do. Yeah. Oh yeah, the first year. Right, the first year. Well, I think with San Diego, the ownership group was Roy Choi, who, although he's a pretty wealthy man, he's not quite the Germains wealthy. The Germains are they're extremely wealthy. The Germains probably could have gotten in regular Arena League team back when the Arena League was in its heyday, when you had guys like Jerry Jones, Tom Benson,
John Elway,
Colorado's favorite horse.
John Elway.
Yes. Colorado's here. We had guys like that. The Germains could have afforded a team then in the AFL. They are again, as I said before, as we said before, they own multiple car dealerships up and down, I believe, Florida, Texas, and Ohio. And they already own Frisco, and they're going to test Frisco out next season.
Oh yes, Frisco.
The Frisco Fighters with the entirety of the Philadelphia Soul's old players as their coaching staff. The Frisco Fighters.
Yeah.
And now this Columbus Wild Dog, which the uniforms do actually look somewhat nice. I'll scroll back up so people viewing the video version of can see him. Here we are, right here.
Yep.
So it's the pants are camo. I don't care about the camo pants, and the uniforms. The number looks fine. The Wild Dogs and the dog shoulders are so 90s. It's hilarious.
I hate it.
I love it because I mean, you know me, I'm an old head. I love the 1990s. I can't explain it. I love the crazy.
I'll be honest, I don't know what they were thinking.
The 90s to look rad, cool, and edgy. Will look radical and with attitude.
Hey, Target Toad, I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't? Poop. And then, with the 90s, they were trying to look, radical and edgy, over the top. And this looks like the uniform looks like an NFL, like an alternate NFL expansion team from 1997. Like if the Jaguars decided to go full Vancouver Grizzlies, that would be their uniforms.
Yeah.
Just replace that weird. Just replace that. I don't know. Just replace the pants with teal. That's 90 or purple.
Pretty much, yeah. It's bad.
It's good.
It is not good.
But I think we can both agree on. Regardless of what we think of the uniforms, it was a good team reveal.
Yeah.
They had local press, more press than I think the AFL's Columbus Destroyers actually had. I think this was the big 6 o'clock news, whereas the Columbus thing was the 11 o'clock news. And there's a bit of a difference.
Yeah.
Right, Colin. It's already planned there for 2022. I think that's the record for the longest amount of time from the announcing of a franchise to the franchise actually playing. Well, okay, that's not true. The Tampa Bay Tornadoes announced in 2018, and they're technically not playing until 2021.
Yeah. Can't wait for them to delay another season.
Yeah. Because COVID's probably going to be around next year, too.
Yeah.
That's going to be fun. But with all this in mind, do the Columbus Wild Dogs... If the Columbus Wild Dogs were in the NAL with the exact same reveal, where would you rank them?
If they were in the NAL?
The exact same reveal. Nothing was changed. Just, hey, we're going to play in the NAL instead of the IFL. That's it.
Oh, okay, so realistically, I would say... I'd say they wouldn't be better than Jacksonville, obviously.
Agreed. I think that Jacksonville's a clear number 1 for the NAL. I think it's pretty obvious.
I think West Virginia would still be number 2. I'd put them at number 3. Maybe above Columbus. I don't know.
I 100% agree with you. I think they are
100%.
miles better. I like the Columbus Lions, but I think the Columbus Wild Dogs are already miles better than just in terms of branding, city location, getting the media attention, the league they're in. They're miles better than the Columbus Lions.
Yeah.
I mean, just the NAL is like a drunk. Imagine like a boxing fight. Like one guy got a bar fight. One dude's drunk. He's about to pass out. He just kind of throwing his hands, flailing his hands wildly in the air. And then you have the other guy who's maybe had like a beer or maybe one shot or something. And he's like a Mike Tyson kind of guy, just looking, bam.
Yeah.
One punch, all it takes, knock you out. That's basically what the IFL and the NAL did this week. The NAL pulled around, added random teams wherever they could think of. Tampa Bay, Louisville, Baltimore, whatever. Just go, throw them in a dumpster. Go. Throw them into the NAL,
Yeah,
throw it. And then, hey,
as
we're going
you
to get
would,
out. And the NFL just kind of dodges the NAL's attempts at attacks, and just boom. One solid punch knocks the NAL straight down. NAL will get embarrassed, and the Columbus Wild Dogs are easily the best team of entering the next year. Not even that next year. They're entering 2022.
It's going to be a long time.
Yeah, long way. Hopefully, we get a season next year, and with actual divisions on the IFL's part, not whatever Columbus barfed up. I mean, not Columbus. He barfed up.
Big table.
A big table. I really hope next year, if they do have an even number of teams, they don't they actually have divisions.
Yeah, but chaos is always fun.
Chaos is fun, I admit, but divisions just look better. I think they look better.
Yeah.
Let me see. Then rank the 4. Actually, I'm curious. Rank the 4 teams. Just rank the 4.
4 expansion teams? Okay.
Yeah, the one NAL and the one AFL and the one IFL and the 3 NAL. That's just
the 1 IFL and 3 NAL. Okay. So 1 is going to be Columbus Wild Dogs. No question there.
Agreed.
Let's see. So it's Baltimore, Tampa, and Louisville. Okay. And then next, I'd probably give it to, I'd say Tampa, then Louisville, then Baltimore.
I fully agree. Again, Louisville has. I'd probably swap Tampa Bay and Louisville though, only because Louisville, I believe they had played a full season. Although, wasn't wasn't Louisville in the same league as like the Kentuckiana Curse? And
I think the Kentuckiana Curse was a developmental team for them.
Oh,
yeah.
Does that mean the Kentuckiana Curse are part of the NAL too?
I hope so.
Kentucky. Okay, I think Louisville just came number 1. They have the Kentuckiana Curse as their. You're right, the Impact Developmental Football League. The Kentuckiana Curse. Oh boy. When the NAL is officially associated with the Kentuckiana Curse, you know they're running out of ideas.
I know. You gotta love the shape the league is in.
And it's probably not. You know what this? I think we know. You know, this reminds both of us of, or at least you more so than myself.
Which one?
The NAL. It's on the NAL side. What this new lineup of teams reminds you of, more so than something back when the Storm still existed.
Oh, NAL's first season. That's what it reminds me of. Bring back the Monterey Steel.
Yes, bring back the Monterey Steel. I agree. Yeah, they can bring out all these. Here we go. So, of course, that year the NAL had 8 teams: Jacksonville, Columbus, Lehigh Valley, Monterey Steel, the High Country Grizzlies, the Georgia Firebirds, the Dayton Wolfpack, and the Corpus Christi Rage.
Yes, the best team in the league.
Yes. So going back to that exact same question I asked you earlier, toward the beginning with the NAL and the IFL. what for? Okay. Among we already know about Jacksonville, but among the other 6 teams, Lehigh Valley, Monterey, High Country, Georgia, Dayton, and Corpus Christi. In order, I'll go in order one by one. Rank them IFL, new NAL, or below, above the new expansions, or below the new expansions. And then,
Okay.
if you're really confident on them, IFL.
All right.
So we'll start with this. We'll go in order of the standings from last year. I mean, from that year. Lehigh Valley. Are they at a fringe IFL level like Cedar Rapids? Are they above the new expansions, or are they below the new expansions in your eyes?
I think you're forgetting the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks at one point were an IFL team.
Oh my gosh, you're right. I forgot about that. Yeah, so we have so we'll put IFL. Yeah, they literally were IFL. We'll put them in that same tier with Jacksonville, Carolina, West Virginia, and Columbus. Put them in that same tier number, in that height, in that good tier.
Yep.
Okay. Now, of course, next up, the Monterey Steel. We go from one steel to another.
That I'd consider them about the same tier as the expansion teams coming into the NAL.
All right, High Country Grizzlies, the origin of Malachi Jones.
Well, it's a miracle the NAL still exists after Malachi Jones.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd say they're about the same tier as Monterey, just about the same as the expansion.
All right, next up, the Georgia Firebirds.
I'd say they're about again the same tier as expansion.
All right, the Dayton Wolfpack.
They are way lower than.
I can.
Yeah.
And finally, the Corpus Christi Rage.
To ever exist in the NAL, at least.
Yes. Be honest, I think you're cut out a little bit, so I couldn't hear you.
Oh.
The Corpus Christi Rage. Are they but that's not even good. Are they equal to these new expansion teams?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
I agree with you on that. I think you're doubling your alley on that. So as a whole, do you think the 2021 NAL does look at least a little bit better than the 2017 NAL? We just going by your rankings, and I think I do agree with them. I moved Georgia a little lower. I moved Monterey a little higher, but I agree with you. I think that's. But I do think the league is at least in a better place when it first started.
But that's a low bar to cross.
Well, a low bar with all but one team, which I think we can agree has gone down certainly since that day, since the beautiful days of yore.
Yeah.
Jacksonville.
Unfortunately.
At that point in time, I would honestly say I think Jacksonville was the number one, I'd say the number one franchise. Okay, number 3 behind Philadelphia and I think. Wait, no, Tampa's 4. At that time, they were number 4, but only behind Philadelphia, Tampa, and. Actually, no, number 3, just behind Tampa Bay and Philly.
Yeah, but let's be honest with ourselves here. The 2017 Sharks would have beat the 2017 Storm.
Yeah. Well, no, that's okay. What team is Joe Hills on?
Well, he was on both of them for a little bit at least.
Exactly. So do you clone him and put him on both teams?
We claim him.
No, you can't do that. He played for us longer. He played for us
he played in our playoffs.
Yeah, he played in the playoffs. He played both of our playoff games.
Well, he played in ours first, so he's ours.
That's all he played, though. Did he play a championship game against Columbus?
I don't even know, to be honest with you.
Because I know he played the Arena Bowl, even if it was, even if he didn't get his touchdown until the final 5 seconds. When the game was already well out of But well, I'm trying to think of anything else. Something else to add. We got one of Columbus, the new NALs, comparing these to the 2019 to the 2017 trash NAL.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Well, I guess we have more. I do have some, we do have some possible NFL news to comment on, which, although I've already said it to you, I don't think I've said it on video.
What is it?
Fans are allowed to go to the game.
Oh, yeah.
Fans will be allowed the NFL games as long as you wear one of them masks. No, I don't have one next to me. That's what I do. Sorry, if you slap this on your face for 3 hours, you can watch a football game, or not,
you got one of those fancy ones.
or not, because the mask laws could violate the American with Disabilities Act
It's less trouble to just wear it.
Yeah, it is. I guess I don't know. I'm just sick and tired of wearing them.
Yeah.
But I don't. You got anything else to add?
No, I think we've covered just about everything.
Yeah. So, I am TT. He's the QB. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time on Ben Passing the Target in September, whenever the heck actual IFL thingies happen, or NAL.
Yeah. See ya.